side.
Terin, Pujalu Nidon Jadanga Jungasum, Dawashi Chichi, Chilo Nidon Yushizaru Dawanga Veti Yushizarun Rizan Habanin, Tanjing Chilin Zula Kangi Songchu Ravena, Pejin Hage Jerry Zuang, Mi Rus Chambi Kamsun Chuji Javo, Gongsa Jemgu Kutang Chushiba Chimbo, Jizun Jambang Awan Lozan Yishi Tenzin Japso, Sesun Wanjur Tomba Maybe de Bezambo Cholan, Kuchang Windu Penny, Pimidi Chedo Timshi Kangi, Bandan Timshi Bachiwa, Yishiwamu Choge, Dune, Kap Judumbi, Kashagin, Damdun, Sijong Pembatirin Chogi, Limkur, Damjambishijin, Zerem, Gudu Shujuin. The oath-taking ceremony for the Sikyon of 17th Kashak, Mr. Pembatirin, the democratically elected President of Central Tibetan Administration, with the presence of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, 27th May 2026. Zerem Tambo, Ngaruchu Debato, Pimidizu Jindezo Nambadang, Kundu Namba, Seshui Lije, Sani Mimanche, Shude du Kojo, de Tusenbain, Zerem Niba, Ngaruchu Jedan Kama Sunjuto, Baden Timshiba Chewa Chodang, Baden Chitu Tozo, Damtun Sijong Cheni, Chino Gonza Jangun Chimbucho, Jave Podange, Jegone, Jenja Penny Dan Jen, they will Tungun to Dendri Shuju, they are Tuvain. Zerem Sumba, Perdan Jagaji Jada Tangdu Yomito, Dating Pochim Sotuka Jenny, Naro Danche, Podan Jagaji Jalun Biju. I request the student of TCV school to sing the Tibetan and Indian national anthem. 在人希望，国家南家偏的历史领域跟对时代西周sonju. I request the monks of Namja Monastery to recite the prayer of blessings.
Sangye chenan zoye chana chanjo badu Dayen je zangye wen zanangye jolambe Sangye joba jo Sangye chenan zoye chana lan chanjo badu dane gyaso Dayen je zangye wen zanangye jolambe je sangye joba jo Sangye jana, zoye jana lan, chanjo bandon dane gyaso. Daye je sangye wen zanangye, jola menje sangye joba. Yo, me zon zoba. O, zeye, je, onda.
Zeram ngawa, tende chunje tu kundu namla soja jesin dambu shuju tang, datin puching sotu ka jene, choga sumji tashi reception bulam shuju. May I request the student of TCV school to present the traditional dance, symbolize the auspiciousness of occasion, while the ceremony tea and the rice are being served. Zeren Chuba Pandan Timsi Bachiwa Choni, Chino Gonza Jamgun Chimbuchola, Mandel Tensun Dambu Shuju. The Honorable Chief Justice Commissioner of Tibetan Supreme Justice Commission, Mrs. Ishu Wamu, will pay her respect to His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama by offering traditional scarf. Zerem Dumbang, Padan Timsi Bachiwa Yishu Wamu Chogan Dundu, Damtun Sijong Pemba Sirin Chogi Lim Kurdang, Sanjay Damjam Bishi Nangju. Teje Timsi Bachiwa Chogi, Padan Sijong Chola, Tenjong Jedan Dunju. Tete Padan Sijong Chone, Tembu Yichadang, Pumi Dizoji, Zezun Nambe, Zekur Dang, Sanjay, Tembu Made Jesu, Tsendong Goju. The elected Sijong Mr. Pemba Sirin will take oath of office and secrecy. He will be sworn in by Mrs. Ishu Wamun, Honorable Chief Justice Commissioner of Tibetan Supreme Justice Commission.
Da Pembasirin Shegiwa Pumi Dixugi Sion la Vedun Chuanana Senju Pumi Jadim Le Jetang Lodegi Tone Sigongi Legur Shugotada Jadim Gondun Gemeto Randun Chonglungtang Jikshum Chagdang Meber Changden Haksam Sumegi Gone Rangnu
Kangtek Shugu Chosum Pangzu Ge Tamja Tempo Shugu Yang Na Kenen Sangma Shugu
Shoksum Pangzugi Tamja Tempo Shugi
다 셰기와
다 뱀바스린 셰기와
시경게 레고 슈고 타다
시경기 레구르 슈고타다
제베 토네
레구르 슈고단 제웨
상외 되네 셰도 중앙남
상외 되네 셰도 총화남
베다 비미 케벤체
벼당 벼미 케벤셰
세다 치고
세다 제거
슝제 탁주 중나마도
슝제 탁주 조나마도
수라양
수랑
무슈 규스네
무슈 유숨네
남양
남야
치다 미제베
치다 미제베
초순방쪽에 담자 tembo 슈규양 나
초송
케네 상마시
봉수기 담자 템보 슈규인
제른 제방 바덴 시종촌이 진호 공사 장군 진보촌라 멘델 댄순 당부 슈주. The Honorable Sigyong will pay his respect to His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama by offering traditional scarf. 제름 구원 부미마 지도 현조지 초조 제보당 제도의 팀시칸 팀시바전이 갑주주비 가샤기 가술 넘바 라완진지 대상지 카긴 겐든 넘바당 초면 넘바 제니 림징 갑주든비 반덴 시종 뱀바시린 촐라 덴존 제다 부주당 핸드 다딩 포티친데니 로양 부주. The Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and Honorable two other Justice Commissioners of Tibetan Supreme Justice Commission, the outgoing Kaluns, Ministers of the 16th Kashak, the Chief Election Commissioner, the Audit General, and the Chairperson and the Committee members of the Public Service Commission will present congratulatory scarf to the Honorable Sigyong, Mr. Pemba Tsering. Zerim Chuang, Pandan Sijong Pemba Sirin Choni, Kap Judunbi, Sijong Gillion Serba Unzuji Songshan Nanju Dantun, Tambujin Degu Jegang and Tuvayin. Now I request the Honorable Sijong Mr. Pemba Sirin to deliver his inaugural speech.
Zamlin Shide Tebe, Pödan Pömi, Gwenjaptan Sunda, Pögi Harige, Chene Siwan, Mi Sus Chumbe, Kamsum Chugi Gebo, Chinol Konsikamgun Kunden Chushiba Chumbu Chola, Gosum Kuzi Samja, Mundu Pede, Chidar Sundeb Shunushin, Kap Chubdunbe Kashagi Sigyong Tambu Zegor, Shabsen Reke Shiba Mumber Sewala, Tujekani Lala She Shuatan, Shabjik Sada Ringune, Yawa Zemegi, Zegudur Shebeb Nangang, Chile, El Salvador, England, Yaga, Tashan, Yudukan and Pebe, Trozo Timin Namadam, Kuzam number, Pemi Dixugi, Zezo Lesun number, Leje number down, Digger Denzombe, Sega Manso, Pedon Capio Soba, Harvard to Shishu, Puri, Pundachella, somebody tested you. Ngarang, Shilon Yedon is searching le Sigon made Langap, Chizo Tumbul Joshi, Udu Chego Kangla, Shugu Mimbe, Tamja Suma Tar, Laktar Shu Yoto, Tatenkang, Udu Tiragi Lengu Kayang, Sam Menang, Mangso Ki, Sedu Mangmu Gabjordan Che, Younger Sigon to Demdun Chungwar, Udu Lerim Nang, Yamshu Nankan Sangmar. To Shuguin Kasha Kap Chudube, Legun Ring, Chipsi Dan Zingyong, Chizo Dedungi, Ledun Kala, Dumre, Kangdan, Kang Tumba Nam, Chinor Konsikamgun Chumbuchogi, Tabar, Zebatile, Gachir Gangbe, Tuji Chinap Dang, Pegyon Hasung Tamden Namgi, Tudan Nabakundu, Yemen Dongro. Chagde Kalun number Sumgi, Sosu Legungi Genshe to, Kashagi, Ledun to, Chadunyamde, Sishu Leje Nambe, Kuti Chegokala, Gumar Genkur Hurke, Chokdetang, Serge Mangso Ki, Kyonyone, Tunjur Jabjor Chebe, Namin Debu Konar, Munzin Shuguyola, Gosu, Shishu Pundanamgi, Chino Konsikamgun Chumbuchola, Tedongtang, Pe Mirigi, Ngo Jianjingi, Chosem, Rirupshin, Temper Suan Dini, Nanzu Lega Chegap, Simshugi, Junkung Zoimbe, Kogab Digu, Sangmar, Ning Tawane, Tushi Shuyu. Kap Chubdunbe Kasha Nekang, Chino Konsikamgun Chumbuchogi, Kalob Lamdun, Ning Usu Jangde, Timdigi Mangshi Deng, Jinyom Chang Den Tang, Sijugi Laktar Yu, Nubanyambong, Tumongi Migwento, Combat Dumbo Chebe, Tamja Yunkong Shugutang, Perdun Dentap Masepado, Perdun Tapsu Gune Yongtap, Mi Zor Sungde, Shipsi Tang, Chizo Dedungi, Chegoka Beguin, Tade Gashungi Siju Zindang Dena. Siwang Tendashida Nyamdu, Nimeki Talam Tsewe Koyu Tezam Eyu Nyamnayang, Kap Chubdunbe, Kashaki, Chinon Konsamgun Chumbuchoki, Gonshitar, Tenla Pabe, Umelamki Siju Shilsung, Pege Kanyo Segur Sewa Mebadang, Treme, Nipen, Gune Tuba Chegi, Tablam Sule, Pege Kanyo Mase Pardo, Tembutang, Lingbu Tone, Jana Shungdang, Tagu Drewa, Mutu Yargudang, Chapchikdu, Geji Teng, Ume Lamla, Dengjo Yongwe, Tabju Naso, Mutu, Lakdar Chengeyi. Ari Shungi, Pedun Siju Dang, Gabjor Chimi, Nidon, Nishunang, 벽이 라나메베 우치 진호 건설 cam권 정보 진호 건설 cam권 꾸준히 주시버 전부 초기 이 양시 원진 제조대 야나 슝기 대주 제세 아리슝네 대를 예시 동주당 예시 땡 눈슈 제규 땜베 제여바당 실론이 동이 섭실로 벽에 간요 세월 quy định 팀이 땜베기 남네 벽이 로규 내법당 벽은 탑주기 오 벽에 간요 세월 quy định 동초 지에바 세든 낭심버신 안수 무투 예시 땡 개외 양시당 벽이 로규 내법토 예시 지소수 개슝기 격세 연주 테르던당 모든 제주 규 갑교로 톱답 제구유 단대철 변한기 자다기 내더니 야나 슝기 팀이기 갑된당 제 초용당 큐용내 변한 변미리 싸도르기 시주 락다르 당 접직 변민 딕주기 천배 초대카당 변된 갑교로 소박하 낭 쪽담 죽신기 제답 나조 제대 변된 탑주기 느톱 냐메시 동외 년주 응숨도 띵신여배 변된 당랑 슈두 레구의 천배 변미당 변된 갑교와 제네 계지당 계급 수수낭 미릭 자도르당 로미 리글라 고웨 낭에 기 내든 데리글라 카테 동랭 제거를 남주 지주당 누번 남부 냠봉 나르하 제거 차유 베든 탑저당 시조대든 줍칠 직주 사수 누덴식 메드메로마 임베 가샤 갑주주베 직주기 고고신 록두를 진경 이 거버넌스라 믹베 레시카직 곤죽당 주경 재미토 갑주든베 레윤링 미샤당 주제 대가지기 누바 죽주 망실 샤데 장진당 장저 말라 투고 재장도 땅내 록두 진경기 제고카직 락다르 곤주 제투베 믹세 송유라 다틴 락젤당 미수 링누르 데네 베든 티다기 누제 공배당 진경기 레슈 토르데 집에 샵슈 코드 슝망기 델람 슝는 갸규디 잠링 강서 토템 순네베 제주 비미 지sol을 쳐나 레시하장 30시 임베 가샤기 데이터 누덴기 탑시 지릭 댄시유 내수 추두당 예십 덴벨제 베민직주기 내수 진경 말라 석주 쇠토 베든 내수당 베민군도 카 락렌 따룽기 귤람카 상마 꼬주 제대 내주 주유 강의 될 뒤도 고다 세주 투베 다주기 탑주 커뮤니케이션 스트래티지 차르고당 락다르 차규이 전주 페미스 전주 페미 저dim당 팀지 칼라 지송 거바 매매토 계지 팀루당 페미 내유 계급 카게 유팀라 지송 수규디 전주 페미 저dim기 담자 개내 치슈시 임바당 대니 ngazo 전주 내면을 투베 내든시 임바따르 가샤기 데베트유링 pyumin dikzu maladang rangyongdang surgyong dezenkhala nyamlen laktarki bejun rimbar shubanam mutu gyungyong chajuinla deshindu pyumin neyu sosu yumilhem chamdu nyamnedang tukdun timzang yongyuni sosu mize hingba mize shiling pakpe yongwe genlen zamdo mase pyo mirigi yarab sangju kyabedang chedonlai 라게 송경기 탑주 약수 시간 이바 상매 샘콘도 징게 게종당 냠타 네바 루셈 강행첸라 따종 말하바 차균니 진올 콘스잠군 첨부 초기 양양 내송나웨 까공이바 마세 딕주기 랭게 유탑 매바 시간 인답 퀘션 미데 대다 추베 vulnerable groups dige di 추베 집에 딕중 죽준 레시카 죽경 dakje dang shwenge gi nuze kesing lobdakha dadiki mikpen yongwa truden tagyong tang nerik ngongo so chizo dedwen da drebe charbar leshinam chise nangse tang chinyom nunde pukbergi mikse sungde dubgyu yinla pyomin dikzu tang zenju pyomin chiso ranga rangsu yongwe chosu gyögyuni pödön tabzu gensung tang gyune tumengi gaza soshi yinbe deite 당랑기 레게 뷰켄솔 투시 슈규당 소게르 참에 다둥 데이터 누번냠봉 지유 누버풍탑 지유 닝을 장데 배봉 나외 레와유 가샤급 주둔베 레든 최고타다 진호 건수 잠군 친부초 투순 소미고바당 시제 표민남 로팜 중 미고버식 용탑 차주 시림기 담자 차주 인신 예외 고등단 뛴 나니네 송 소개를 망부시기 진올 건설장군 정부 초라 텐슈 덤뷰 슈버신 개와이게베 슈딩 오마니 가신 주주대 임베 간조 페미스 랑이 첩시기 전주와 임베 오다 마제발 지소 난구 마튠바남 튠베 초순 리탑 제대 벼집에 싸된 토 소설 티베 랭겐 주규 셈슈 계고베 벽이 슈구여 야숑기 벼미리 짜도르동에 시주 지더르 독습 체낭 시바 차바네 강종 사투연 다고 오마이 임베 벼미리 시수연기 레완디 야나 야숑기 되바당 자제 코네 칼로 유튜버시 멤베 시슈 분단남베 소수 김장 심을송대 부주설 벽이 깨이당 낭슈 릭숑기 박자 적베 탑주라 베쿠르 렌토베 레그 슈구여 고급 디단 뚜 간솔 튕교를 yap조난게 야가르 슝마당 어리 슝만 그츠베 데토 상마르 투시 슈규당 yap조 디리니 간조 표된 덴타 세베 탑주기 시대 조시 죽타르 진홍 건설 장군 정부초 구지샤베 계절 땡징 제구르 남시 진업 직된 큐나 다르신 개바당 시제 냠좀지 계산 유르두샤베 멸람슈 시경기 시계 군주 카지 페비오바당 계지 지졸리야 다리 시경 탐비기 시경 그 땀셰디 kengogu yubesan injinalia menjushu chobachi. I begin by offering my deepest reverence and obeisance of body, speech and mind to His Holiness the Great 14th Dalai Lama of Tibet, the apostle of world peace, the manifestation of Avalokiteshvara, the supreme protector and symbol of Tibet, the Dharma king of the three realms. I express my profound gratitude for His Holiness the Dalai Lama's immeasurable kindness in accepting our supplications and gracing us with your sacred presence at the swearing-in ceremony of the Sikyong of the 17th Kashak Central Tibetan Administration. I also extend my heartiest greetings to all our esteemed guests who have traveled long distances specifically to attend this ceremony, among whom, if I mention, we have Honorable Chris Law and his wife, Miss Christie, Chris Law is the chairman of the All-Party Parliamentary Group for Tibet in the UK Parliament, and he's leading this UK delegation. He has visited Dharamsala several times and sought His Holiness audience several times. He is accompanied by Ms. Kerry McCarthy, who is a member of the Labour Party, a former government minister. Thank you very much for joining us at this occasion. And then I am also happy to welcome Mrs. Alicia Alexandra Martha Kearns, whom I had the opportunity of meeting when she was the chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee of the UK Parliament. And they are accompanied by Mrs. Vera Benedicta, Hobhouse and her husband, Mr. William Hobhouse. Mrs. Vera and Kerry, they both have been involved in organizing and participating in many of the hearings on Tibet, and I'm very thankful that they joined the delegation this time. And from our host country, we have Honorable Member Tapir Gao from Arunachal Pradesh. Now, he has been an ardent supporter of Tibet along with Honorable Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, and he is currently co-convener of the All-Party Parliamentary Forum for Tibet. He is accompanied by Honorable Sujit Kumarji, who is an old friend personally and also an old friend of Tibet, has been associated as convener of the All-Party Parliamentary Forum for Tibet in the Indian Parliament for one term. Now he is a member of the Rajya Sabha. Now we also have Honorable Member Luis Mala Valenzuela, deputy from Chile. This is his second visit to Dharamsala. We have many friends in Venezuela along with him, and this morning also he expressed the support of all his parliamentary friends and supporters from Chile to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And we also have Mr. Jose Francisco Lira Alvarado. He's a deputy from El Salvador. His first visit to Dharamsala. And El Salvador is also facing similar problems like us because they have a more autocratic government and they're also struggling for more democracy in their own country. And we also have Mr. Ajay Dayal, representing the U.S. Embassy in New Delhi, also representing the United States government, along with some dignitaries. We also have faculty and students from Emory University who have a program going on. This is a Emory Center for Compassion Center of Emory University, led by Professor Geshe Lobsang Tenzin Negila, and about nearly 300 participants. They have been diligently following His Holiness' advice on sea learning and making sure that to train the trainers in the field of sea learning, which I personally consider as one of His Holiness' greatest contribution to humanity. I also express my gratitude to the present and former dignitaries of the Central Tibetan Administration, to the civil servants, to the monastic and lay community present here, and especially to my fellow Tibetans inside Tibet. In 2021, when I stood as a candidate for Sikong, I pledged that I would not be part of any election campaign that could lead to division within the community. Staying true to that commitment, I did not campaign at all during this election. However, with the majority mandate from the public, I was re-elected as a Sikong for the second term. For that, I express my heartfelt gratitude to all those who participated in the electoral process. I firmly believe that every accomplishment of the 16th Kashak in the spheres of politics, administration, and social welfare is solely due to the boundless blessings and far-reaching noble deeds of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. I also would like to point out the unwavering and timely assistance of the oath-bound protective deities of Tibet. My three colleagues in the cabinet, each of whom shouldered their respective departmental responsibilities and contributed collectively to the endeavors of the Kashak. The dedicated efforts of the civil servants and the collective strength of organizations and the monastic and lay communities alike. And in particular, the unyielding commitment of the Tibetan people inside Tibet, their devotion and longing for His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and their determination to preserve our national identity. This remains the main source of inspiration that drives our work. Taking this opportunity, I express my sincere and heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you. The 17th Kashak reiterates our commitment to keep the thought and counsel of His Holiness the Dalai Lama at its very core. We shall uphold equitable justice founded on rules and regulations, harness collective effort through principled policy implementation, and move forward to achieve common goals. The Kashak will pursue political and social welfare initiatives with the primary goal of long-term sustainability of the Tibetan struggle until a just resolution of the Sino-Tibet conflict is achieved. Given the Chinese government's current policy direction towards the nationalities, there does not seem to be much space for negotiations. Nevertheless, the 17th Kashak remains firmly committed to the middle way policy envisioned by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, which seeks a resolution to the Sino-Tibet conflict through non-violence, dialogue, and mutual benefit that would be lasting. Accordingly, until a resolution is achieved, we will continue the back-channel communications with caution and steadiness with the Chinese government while pursuing strategies to strengthen international recognition and support for the Middle Way policy. The United States Tibetan Policy and Support Act of 2020 authorized sanctions against Chinese officials who will interfere in the recognition of His Holiness the Dalai Lama's reincarnation. Similarly, the 2024 Promoting a Resolution to the Tibet-China Dispute Act, in short, Resolve Tibet Act, acknowledges Tibet's historical status and recognizes the Tibet-China dispute as unresolved that needs to be resolved under international law. In this context, we remain committed to countering disinformation and misleading narratives propagated by the Chinese government regarding His Holiness the Dalai Lama's reincarnation and the historical status of Tibet as a sovereign state, while providing factual information to strengthen global support for the Tibetan cause. The most pressing challenge in Tibet today is the Chinese government's systematic and overarching state-backed implementation of policies and programs aimed at erasing Tibetan national identity. At the same time, China has deliberately spread misinformation and propaganda to create division within exiled communities, including the Central Tibetan Administration, Tibetan organizations, and support groups, thereby weakening the unity of the Tibetan struggle movement. It is therefore essential for all to remain vigilant against such interference, particularly those engaged in the voluntary Tibet advocacy group and support groups for Tibet. They must strengthen their awareness, coordinate their efforts, and collectively raise issues of genocide and crimes against humanity at both international and national levels. A well-organized administration is must for advancing the cause of Tibet and ensuring services to the community. During the 16th Kashak, e-governance initiatives have been launched. The 17th Kashak shall further strengthen this initiative by enhancing capacity based on knowledge, technology, infrastructure, and institutional systems, while expanding e-governance through improved data management and database systems. Leveraging information technology and artificial intelligence will enhance advocacy efforts, increase administrative efficiency, improve public service delivery, and strengthen communication with the community, an approach particularly suited to Tibetans living in exile across the globe. By strengthening the administration's management systems for collecting, analyzing, and sharing information, and by using all available channels to highlight the Tibetan cause and the aspirations of its people, a communication strategy will be developed to ensure timely and clear outreach to all stakeholders. Tibetans in exile must not only adhere to the Charter of Tibetans in Exile and its governing regulations, but also compliance with international norms and laws of host countries is a fundamental promise of our charter and essential to sustaining our existence in exile. The 16th Kashak has consistently worked to ensure this commitment is effectively implemented across the Tibetan administration and its autonomous and semi-autonomous bodies. And we will continue to do so. Moreover, living in harmony and in accordance with the law of our host countries is not only vital for a peaceful and stable life, but also a key means of upholding the dignity and values that Tibetan people embody. Caring for the elderly, the destitute, the sick, and those facing physical and mental hardships is a core principle repeatedly advocated by His Holiness the Dalai Lama and is also an unavoidable responsibility of the administration. Guided by transparency, equity, efficiency, and sustainability, the Kashak will implement social welfare initiatives, including the completion and management of public infrastructure, youth skill development, school consolidation for greater efficiency, and improved healthcare and preventive services, with special attention to vulnerable groups. At the same time, advancing self-sufficiency within the Central Tibetan administration and the exiled Tibetan community remains critical to sustaining the Tibetan cause in the long term. We express our sincere gratitude to all those who have contributed to this effort and encourage continued collective action from both organizations and individuals. The 17th Kashak solemnly pledges to ensure that all official responsibilities are carried out smoothly and that His Holiness the Dalai Lama is not unduly disturbed by the trivial matters of the community, and that we continue to win the trust of the Tibetans inside Tibet. Since last year, alongside the 90th birthday celebrations of His Holiness as a year of compassion, many organizations and individuals have offered long life prayers to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. The most meaningful offering we can make is to put his teachings into practice. We therefore urge all Tibetans to remember our shared identity as political exiles, set aside differences, foster unity, and fulfill our individual responsibilities towards the common cause of Tibet. Despite the Chinese government's systematic efforts to undermine Tibetan national identity, China cannot weaken the Tibetan people's enduring bond with their homeland. Since the dawn of civilization, Tibetans have remained the rightful custodians of the land of snow, sustained by a deep spiritual and cultural connection. We therefore urge Tibetans within Tibet to begin at the household level by nurturing in their children a strong sense of identity rooted in the Tibetan language, religion, and culture. I also take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to the government and people of India, the United States, and all our supporters. Your support remains key to the effective continuation of our struggle for truth and justice. In conclusion, I pray for the long life of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, and may his noble thoughts embodied in the four principal commitments continue to spread across the globe. May the auspicious day of reunion for Tibetans, both inside and outside Tibet, emerge soon. Thank you.
Tushena Pandit Sikyong Cho. Thank you, Honorable Sikyong. Zeri Mutugyu, Yongling Lopto Khajigne, Emma Ho Sheba Sigwishugyu. I would now like to call upon the students of Yongling School for their performance, Emma Ho.
唱的起，给别怕与可给心个迷，有的那西的唱的起，给别怕与可给心个迷。西巴树，
哎马吼，卡卡西巴，扎拉西巴树，哎马吼，
卡瓦卡西巴，
扎拉
西巴树，哎马吼，卡瓦卡西巴，扎拉西巴树。西巴树，
哎马吼，卡卡西巴，扎拉西巴树，哎马吼，
卡瓦卡西巴，
扎拉
西巴树，哎马吼，卡瓦卡西巴，扎拉西巴树。做lạc bắt thăm nhìn da lá số
Tuche na yongling lopte loptu so DJ Leia Kangjin Ki Shongi, Bedon Lopte, Loptu Kajine, Changma Kisala Loto, Shevasigishu. Next is a performance by the students of Kangjin Ki Shong Mevin Sula Petun School. Tushena, Hangi Meve Peden Lobje Lomaxo Tushena, DJ Lea, Chino Konskem Gwin Chimbucho, Gebe Potantu, Dente, Shudubichelea, Zeromutu Gui. After His Holiness the Dalai Lama is escorted to his residence, the ceremony will continue.